Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I usually just film this video for friends at the end of every year, but might release this to the public. But every year I do a video of my K-pop photocard collection, and it's 2025, Happy New Year as I'm filming this. So I just wanted to give it a shot. Because I have a small presence as a group order manager on Instagram, and asked if people wanted reels or a YouTube video. But I wanted to do a YouTube video, and I do think short form content is rotting our brains. So that's just my opinion, and I have a lot of things to say. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I have about 6 or 7 binders total to walk you all through, but it's mostly ASTRO, Monsta X, ONEUS, SHINee, Verivery, those are my ults, and then there are a bunch of other groups scattered throughout. I will chat a lot, so I hope you enjoy watching. Thanks. Okay, so starting off with my ASTRO collection. All of these are just album pulls. Not many of them are purchases. ASTRO is pretty much one of my ults. I've ulted them since, or not ulted, but I've stanned them since debut. So I really enjoy the situation today is a little bit fraught, but yeah, all of these are from secondhand albums. So starting with Spring Up top, and then Summer Vibes in the middle, and then the red version of Autumn Story. I don't think I'm ever gonna find the orange version. That just is how it's gonna be. And then we have Winter Dream and Dream Part 1 and Dream Part 2. Again, just only have the one version for those albums. And then Rise Up top, which this Jinjin card is why my photo card collection got so crazy. When I saw him, I just absolutely needed him. And then luckily I pulled that ONEUS, so I know a lot of people want him, but I have him. And then the Starlight DVD PCs. And then we have All Light Era, plus some random MJ cards. I also have this moon bin that I keep in a top loader, and I decorated this myself, but I just, since 2023, I feel like that's, or yeah, 2023 was a rough year, but other than this, I do keep his stuff together with everyone else, and this is in chronological order. So after All Lights, we have these transparent cards from the Ordinary Holiday Photo Book. And then Blue Flame. I would say my top biases in ASTRO are Sunha and Jinjin. So a lot of their albums came to me through my friend who was a group order manager at the time. So I mostly have their cards with some other random members thrown in. And then One and Only, this letter is also Sana's. And then Gateway, with Knock being one of my favorite title tracks of theirs. Here's All Yours. Hot take, 1 was probably one of my least favorite title tracks by ASTRO, but it got them the attention they deserved, so whatever it takes, I guess. And stuff starts to get a little funky here as I just try to fill in pages. Here's Switch On, here's a Moonbin POB from All Yours that, you know, I thought maybe I could win a fan sign if I just bought one album. Never Hurts to Dream, and then Jinjin and Rocky's Unit album. And I also am just getting this Jinjin Photocard, which I normally keep in a Deco top loader, but he is also the devil, and just I was hunting for years for this card, so I am really happy I have it. And then we have Gate 6 trading cards. Again, a time when I was like sane and just bought like 1 or 2 packs of trading cards. Another Jinjin card. And then Rocky's first solo debut. With Rocky, I'm just kind of fitting him in to fill in 9 pocket pages for some of these. I think his solos have been okay. Like, I'm definitely willing to listen to them once, but like, I don't know. They're not always albums where it's like I listen to them immediately and I'm like immediately like I love this. It's like I need a few listens, but I do still like them. And here is Drive to the Starry Road, as well as his second album. And then Stargazer trading cards, which I have a lot more of. And then from the Japanese concert DVD, where MJ was already enlisted at the time. And then we have some Binsan unit photo cards from the albums. I love this little priest, Sana. He's my favorite. And then some of their magazine photo book trading cards. I got Sanha's photo book, but got a nice variety of Moonbin too, which I'm very thankful to have. It was not that I wanted to choose one over the other, but like Sanha was a bit more my bias at the time, and like I could not justify the cost of like getting 2 photo books just because I do love photo books, but it's like I'll look at them when I get them, and then that'll be like the one time I look at them, so they are kind of a frivolous expense. And then more magazine photo cards. And then we have Incense with some, I believe these are Apple Music pre-order benefits, like these 2. And then we have ONEUS debut, plus his photo cards from Mystery Elevator, along with some POBs. Another hot take here was that Entity was kind of a bad album. Like, it is gorgeous. Like, I love the backs of these photo cards. The design is great. But I'm not like running to go re-listen to Stay. Or just the album in general. And I feel kind of sort of the same about Rockies. It like just takes a few listens, but I do enjoy them once I get into it. And same with Sanha as well. I finally got these photo cards in the mail from my GOM, who, so that inspired me to listen to it when I was just like storing stuff, and I did really enjoy it. But yeah, it's a rough road. I feel like title tracks with ASTRO soloists, they're just bad picks, and they're often better songs on the B-sides. And I feel like this is true of Rocky too. So it's like, whatever Fanmu is doing, it's not quite working for me. I would prefer a group release. Like the stuff with the Jinjin solo fan club was announced, and I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic, but it is kind of hard these days. But that's just my Astro rant. To conclude this binder, we do have some original press ATEEZ, which I love the map cards. They really popped off with Treasure, which I loved. Then I've kind of just been on and off with ATEEZ. It hasn't really hit for a while, but as you can see, I've got a few releases in here. Halazia and Bouncy were really the ones to like bring me back into the fold, I feel like. And I also enjoyed Crazy Form, but I feel like I have not enjoyed any ATEEZ title tracks since, which is a bummer. But like, I don't know. Work, like, I'm a hag. We had Rise and Grind in 2014. We don't need to bring it back. And like, Ice on My Teeth was better. I just feel like their B-sides are like still true to ATEEZ, but like their title tracks are not for me, which is unfortunate because I wish I could enjoy all of it, you know? Um, but like obviously they're super popular and they deserve it. They worked for it. I just have high standards for their music, and I hope they return to kind of like their debut era or their early years, because I really did love them then. And that's it for this binder. And then this second binder is primarily Monsta X with a few other scattered groups in between. Yeah, so I'll just get through it. And starting off, we do have my Breaking Bad photocard or trading card collection, which this was a post-November 24 purchase, but Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows of all time, so I just wanted to buy some of those, and I saw them on eBay. Then I do have some Ace. These are from their 2019 tour. So my ticket and some BFB stuff, and then some album cards. And some more Ace stuff. I do apologize for some of the angles on this. I'm filming this with a selfie stick. It's $5 in a dream. I haven't really cared for Ace's post-enlistment stuff. At least not the stuff in English. It rings very hollow to me. And I just sing songs in Korean. It's K-pop. It's not that hard. I don't know, that sounds bad, but it's like they literally sound better, or at least the lyrics mean something in Korean. I did collect BTS for a hot minute. None of these are technically my biases, but like holding on to this Jungkook in case I need to sell him for like a hot $50 or something. I don't know. Then we have some Nine.i Boys. Turn It Off was a really good album, and obviously wishing them success in the future. And a lot of this album is like, I bought an album because I enjoyed the music at the time. Usually don't really stan the group, but got some cards for it, or got it secondhand. So, like, Daniel, I did not enjoy his Yellow album, but I really loved Paranoia. That was the craziest single of all time. So I kept some inclusions from that, even though I think I've sold the album now. And then We with Johan and Youngha and Sokwa. Really loved Overdrive. I got their Japanese single that came out earlier 2024, but didn't really love it, so it didn't stick with me. But a group I did not stand but got obsessed with was CIX. Lovers or Enemies was one of my songs of the year for 2024 for sure. So more CIX up top, and then New East I tuned in for Bet Pet when they were OT5, then some more random Breaking Bad cards. GOT7 has been a group that's like, I never totally stand them, but like I guess I supported them more when they finally left JYP. Or like I was always meaning to get into them, but they left JYP, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like Jackson has been my bias, but like I haven't really tuned in too often for their solos, so they have announced a full group comeback. I probably will tune in for that most likely. Maybe grab an album if I really do enjoy it. But my goal for 2025 is to like be more conscientious with my purchases and maybe do like a no buy or low buy sort of year. And then Monsta X, I started standing them when they were OT7. I don't think it should be hot take to say that I'm OT6 now. Wonho really looks happier as a soloist, and just like, I don't know, even like smart people on Reddit will update our Monsta X with the Wonho updates. It's like, just treat him separately. It's like, I get that he meant a lot to the group, and like I started standing in 2019, so I was like a stan for like a full year until I had to like try and like cope with the fallout of him leaving. So I get it, but like just try and consider him a separate artist when it comes to his solo work. That's my hot take, I guess. But yes, I started standing during a shootout where like albums, you could like trust Amazon sellers to sell you a sealed album and have it be legit. It's crazy as how K-pop has changed. Love a good unit card. Then these transparent cards. Some more album cards, and then follow their weirdo English release. Fantasia, Fatal Love, Love Killa, honestly, one of the songs of all time. We've got Gambler and some Two-Tuck Gom, Rush Hour. And then I do have a Photocard from Youth, and I think I still have the CD. The song did not immediately hit for me, but when it did, it hit so bad, and it is just so important to me now. And then we have Shape of Love and Beautiful Liar. I am really... The state of 3rd gen K-pop at the moment is kind of sad. So I need Monsta X to come back and save us all. And then here are some POBs and album cards from The Unseen, which honestly need to re-listen to. And one song from Lucy is also here. Oh, I have their most recent album, and I pulled the song up, but never started. So that's for me to do at another time. But I did get really into Monsta X around that shootout era, so I got 4th gen. There's other photo cards, and then I got into Omega X for a hot minute. Unfortunately, everything with Spire happened, and then they finally got everything resolved, but now it's like enlistment era. So yeah, but I have these for a minute and my downsize. So close to filming that last segment, and then my heat kicked on. But here is OnlyOneOf. I guess they looked cold. I've been a casual stan of theirs for a while, just a casual listener, but I figured with the release of Dopamine and that album, I should give them some flowers and buy it properly. So I did. And that is that album. Okay, starting with my on and off collection, I have a variety of POBs and album photo cards, and mainly I love the popping era. But this is one of their albums where I store some of my cards in, because it is a 4-pocket binder, so I just have these Polaroids at the front, if it will decide to cooperate with me. And then some of my PCs, these are just pulls and some trades from You Complete Me. These are from the reprints. Then these are from Y, which I just happened to get Hyojin and Wyatt Blessed. And Money from City of On and Off. Really the only inclusion I wanted from that album. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the popping craze starts. I love this concept, and they're doomed by the narrative concept. I love it so much. So those are some POBs, and here are some Japanese postcards of that concept. Now, and then some more popping stuff, plus a little fan comic there. And Sungjoon, my bias. But I am also OT6, and I love them so much. Some Goosebumps album cards. We're sort of in chronological order. And then more popping stuff. I love Evil Hyojin so much. Plus this Wyatt from A Little Break. This popping Sungjun, iconic, iconic. More Evil Hyojin. And then some more Goosebumps stuff. And then storage of on and off cards, which is what this 4-pocket binder is from. A lot of this was like, there were no fan signs this era, so I was just buying dupes of this album and Kinos and platforms to try and get the cards I wanted. But that's also when I got involved in the trading community, and I'm really happy about that. And then another one of this Farmer Asian. Some more Sungjuns and a Hyojin from Spinoff. These Spinoff cards also go together. These like Burberry Storage of OnEF Sungjuns. I love this set so bad. Then finally we wrap back around to debut concept leaders and also leaders in the military when they were in the Blue Helmet musical together. So that's it for this little A4 binder. And then it just keeps growing. This next binder is still all on and off. Primarily album cards with some merch mixed in, and it does just even out to being album cards at the end. So I pulled this when I bought a sealed copy of their debut album. I thought it was just for second prints, but I guess it was included in the original run too, so that was neat to receive. These are from their A Little Break photo book. This is from their reverse DVD, and this is a pre-order benefit for Dive into On and Off, one of their reality series. These are the light sticks cards, an original print Wyatt that I traded, and another Yuto from You Complete Me. I was just running out of room in that other A4 binder. And then I usually set up my 6-member formation like this, kind of like a staircase. It looks more obvious on the other side, but that's kind of just what made sense to me. And I have kind of switched it up lately, but I do also like it like this. So here's a spin-off and their goofy little YMCA outfits. And then their little sleepy time concept, which with this I was like, I would just want to view group OT6 cards because I love them so much. And then more popping. And then these are from Popping, and also these are from Dive into On and Off, which is from the same era. And then I keep this Sungjun. In this top right corner, he is just in a deco top loader. And it's winter, so seasonally appropriate. Then this Popping OT6 set, this Sungjun is what caused me to spiral, and I've never been happier or had less money, but it's fine. I am happy. I love the ice cubes with Popping. I love the food concepts. I love the whole thing so much, and I had to get this OT6 costumes set. Then these are also from Popping, and these at the bottom are from Popping. This is also from Popping, and then this Sungjun in the middle, which I will just lower my camera, is like the rarest card in all of existence for On and Off, but I was lucky to find one, and also a Yuto with all those chickens. For A Little Break POBs, yeah, this goes for like $40-50, which I know is cheap for some people, but it is pretty pricey in the On and Off community. And then reverse DVD photocards. I do own this DVD, but I've never watched it because other people say it's pretty dramatic. I also don't have a DVD player at the moment, but you know, someday. And then these storage of On and Off cards. I just wanted to display their little princely concept all together. And then these 2 cards are from City of On and Off, a little out of order, but it was where they fit. And then we have Hyojin's Love Things, plus some pre-order benefits from that era. And then another pre-order benefit and some of his cutest Polaroids from his solo debut. I bought a whole set of Polaroids, but I honestly gave a lot of them away because I was like, this is too many cards to have, which was a healthy mindset at the time. And then after military enlistment, we had Love Effect, which I tried to collect in, I thought I was gonna be able to do OT6, and I am still hunting for it. So I do have some cards to trade still from this era and also from their most recent era. If you would like to trade with me, I will link my Kpop Instagram in the bio. Obviously, still looking for some stuff, but overall, I thought this concept was very cute. And then their message cards, and then their QR album cards, which I stored by On and Off team. Bookmarks for this album. I am using the one of the Ishin ones as just a regular bookmark, but I pulled a lot of duplicates. Then their polka album photo cards for Love Effect. I have so many. And then their most recent era, Beautiful Shadow. These are their digipack photo cards where they were random, but I was pretty lucky and I was able to trade for all of them or just pull all of them. Then Beautiful Shadow, the quote-unquote pre-order benefit / first press card. I was a group order manager for that era, and I was still getting these cards in like July. So yeah, they're not too rare. Kind of just the same as a regular album card. And then I still do this staircase format for just the full albums, but I want to display their signatures as well, so it's kind of difficult. It's so hard, but I was able to complete OT6 for their photo cards, which I was super happy about. There's the blue version, and then the white version, and then their polka album cards. He is super escaping, which I was also able to complete full sets for. So those are just back to back. And then Polaroids from Beautiful Shadow, which I usually keep large inclusions in a different binder, but since I was collecting so much of this album, I just keep them here. Except I don't have this Minkyun and I want him so bad. So if you would like to trade a photo card for him, I am also open to that. Like I said before, I was a group order manager, so I pulled him and I sent him to some of my joiners, but I never got him myself. And then finally, most recently, we have Infuse. So I did do a Pokemarket order to complete the CD photo card collection. And then this was from merch. This is from the vinyl. This is also from the Milk Cup, and this is from the Spending Limit cards. Also in the Pokemarket quarter, I have like popping Polaroid merch, so that is coming home to me as well. And now we have my third and final On and Off binder, which is just merch cards and pre-order benefits. He's a very hefty boy. And I feel like I'm going to be not downsizing, but like trying to buy less in the future. I already have like a season's greeting that's going to be coming, and on Kpop Express that I did an online order for. So those are coming in 2025, but like I think I will just stick to albums when I'm actually buying stuff this year. So these are the Zodro tin case cards from their second reality show. And these all came with the towel, which I also have the towel. Yuto goes crazy for sticking his tongue out. He's learned how to do this and he hasn't stopped, and I love him so much. But it's like stop trying to bias wreck me. At this point, it's like Sungjun is my bias, but I'm also OT6, if that makes sense. Here's some more unit and group cards from the tin case, plus some POBs. Here are some of the first POBs for Love Effect era, and I won a fan sign from these POBs. Do I have a Polaroid off screen? Yes. There's also pictures of myself from snapshots, which is why I'm not showing them to you. But I want a fan call, and honestly, I am anti-fan call in this day and age. Out of the fan calls I won, I've only been able to record video from one of them, and I have to record audio separately. And for that first ever fan call, it was 6 a.m. I was so nervous, trying to remember what I was going to ask him. So I just I don't have video of it. I don't have audio of it. It's a lot of money. These are, so I'm just kind of against them. I think it is fun in the moment, but it's like, I've played gacha games. I know where I stand, and I want to maintain a healthy relationship. These are also from Love Effect. Make Star up top and bottom, and these are Jump Up in the middle. Now, Sungjun was wearing this outfit when we had our fan call, so I did just need OT6 online and offline from these sets. It was a big splurge, and like, that's one thing I don't love about POBs so much is I've been a group order manager, so that is really taxing. Even if I'm helping myself and other people. And I just kind of don't care for them, is what I've learned. Even though I do love some of these sets, so yeah, I'm just trying to be more in tune with myself. I was also having an Ishin moment, and also a Minkyun moment during Love Effect. Like, there are these Minkyuns. I love these mirror selfies in this section. Then, I don't know, it's kind of everywhere. Like, these Hyojins, he does have a pimple patch, I think, in this one up top, which he was wearing for a while, and I think it's just cute. He kept it on. For the POB, then some of these barista POBs. And then this is still Love Effect. Moving into Season's Greetings POBs, which are evil, actually. And I've managed to mostly contain that monster, plus some more other stuff, and then actual Season's Greetings cards, plus some POBs. Or not say, Season's Greetings POBs are not evil. Fan sign POBs for Season's Greetings are evil. And these are the IDs from their past Season's Greetings, which are Dolls, 95s, and then Bread Park, which I just wanted to keep together, and then Ceci Photobook Photocards, which was the first time they did signature backs, so I wanted to display those. And then these are concert cards from their Be Here Now. It was more of a fan meeting than a concert, but I did go to Toronto and Montreal. So here are their Vancouver cards at the top and bottom, plus some concert cards in the middle. Wyatt is also a concert card. These are their Toronto photo cards. And then the Montreal photo cards. Really just sorry if I burped while filming that. I'm not gonna film it again. Focus on and off cards. I need to finish watching this before it expires. And then the first Spotlight training cards, which I was saying about, and then also a Japan tin case group card. Now we come into Spotlight POBs. My key tip from this is that I'm disillusioned from fan calls, like I mentioned, and also don't run group orders in the summer. It's not feasible. But these are all from a group order that I hosted, and I was lucky to pull a signed YouTube card, which I'm so grateful for. These are pops from this era, and then these are Tower Records cards from a mutual who was in Japan at the time and was willing to go to Tower Records to buy it for me. One of those pops was double-sided, and then these are extra ones. I mostly became disillusioned with POBs because a lot of them were filmed in, like, I don't know, this like same green hoodie is like Kyojin has like 7 of these just in that outfit, and the same goes for like the other members. So I just kind of got tired of buying them, and I was like, you're putting no effort into these, so at least like make them take pictures at music shows, I guess. But they are cute, so I do have them, and I don't think I'll be downsizing them. These egg cards are from Everline. It was a group call that I won a call with. So that made me very happy because they used to do group calls like all the time, and they just moved to one-on-one. And I love Sungjun, but I love the whole group so much. So if I ever did a fan call in the future, probably I would just be trying for OT6. And then I have this OT6 set, which is crazy. Like this Hyojin, can I help you? This Minkyun, his whole chest is out. And then also some sustenance of bread and milk in the middle from Hyung Line. This OT6 set, which is just super cute, but honestly, I'm trying to avoid buying POBs so much in the future. This is a Yuto Lucky Drawer. Again, OT6, too cute, had to get it. And these as well. I loved when Sungjun had this like curly fluffy hair. And then some Fuse Day cards in the middle, and then their last fan sign up top. Then moving into Spotlight North America, these were from the premium tickets. These are from the snapshot package, and these were VIP, which I was able to buy off a friend because they didn't have it at the stop I went to. And then these are also ID photos for the infused keychain. I currently have Sungjun inside, so Yuto is alone and just chilling by himself. More infused merch. These are from the photo packages. I have dupes of these dolls and this bread park if you would like to trade, plus some pre-order benefits as well. And then more of the photo packages. I did buy OT6, which, yeah. And then just the photo packages, which I do have a larger inclusions binder. But I just wanted to keep them here all together because I love that the members took their own pictures. Hyojin and Ishin are both photographers, so it really felt like the love was in these. Even though it's just a ploy to spend my money, but I had fun spending my money. And then this is Minkyun's vinyl sticker. I just wanted to include it there so it didn't get lost. Moving on from here, we have Spotlight. These are the Windbreaker set PCs. And then my friend, who also, I will drop their YouTube link. They're big into OnOf and GWSN and Extraordinary Heroes, stores their photo cards like this. So I did try to get a completed set for Spotlight photo cards round 2. I just am missing this Wyatt and this Minkyun from the concept cards. So I do have plenty of those to trade if you would like to try and trade with me. And then some selfie cards from the rest of Spotlight. And I have Onkami's on the way and Season's Greetings on the way coming later this year, but hoping to be more mindful and scale down, honestly. But yeah, that's that for that binder. Okay, I am moving on to my next binder. There's a lot. This is kind of the rest of my groups I've collected or bought albums for. So this is O through Z, technically. Starting off with the ONEUS, I do have some of Raven's cards here. I do not support him, but I figured I would just rather keep them than sell them to someone. That just feels bad to me because he was my bias at the time. But so him leaving was rough initially, but like, and I kind of fell off the ONEUS wagon when he left. But yeah, I had my time. I've accepted it. People who are trying to be OT6 at their concerts still is so crazy. Just like go be a solo stan in peace. I'm really hope. I think ONEUS physical album is finally coming again, and I think I will just buy a copy to support them because they did their best on Road to Kingdom 2. And Soho, oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so sorry if seeing Raven triggers you. He just is here because I feel like keeping him in my hands is better than giving him to someone who, like, actually supports him, if that makes sense. I did downsize some of these, but like, I tried to keep some of the ones with the matching themes. Then we have some Pentagon / Kino cards. I haven't really tuned in for his most recent solos. I've kind of had a year where I haven't really been interested in K-pop, or it hasn't really spoke to me outside of like my old groups. So that's why I'm trying to calm down more in 2025. But then 17, I used to just watch K-pop music videos at work when I was bored, and I really loved Don't Wanna Cry and Oh My in particular. So when Getting Closer was released, I like had my finger on the pulse and I was so ready for You Made My Dawn to drop. And so we have some 17 cards that I have scaled down a bit, just based on my mood, but there is a BSS comeback as well. I am excited, even if I feel like some of their tracks under Hybe have not been as good as like under Pleatis, which is like, how can it get worse than Pleatis? It's like, and then just Pandora's Box kind of opened. They've been okay. Like FML I really enjoyed, but 17th Heaven, Love Money Fame, or whatever the hell that was, just not for me. But I'm happy other people are enjoying them. And then this is my SHINee / SHINee soloist collection. Mostly I collect Key, which this is from Pleasure Shop, but these are otherwise in chronological order with Bad Love. I had a chance to buy Face and I Wanna Be, but I had no idea that things would get so difficult around his enlistment. But it's no big deal. So here's Gasoline, and then Killer, and then Getting Great. And then I do have some Jinky solos, and then this is my OT6, huh? My OT5 page as well. I just didn't want to put another 9 pocket in just for Jinky. Yes, I am OT5. I love Jonghyun so much. I actually have one of his cards. This is a fan made card, but I keep it in a little top loader. He's fun and froggy, and I love him every day and miss him, but it's gotten easier just since they were sort of my introduction to K-pop, other than Toho Shinki, or TVXQ. Oh my god. Yeah, so I don't know, they've done well since a really tragic event. Unlike some groups, Fanmu being one of them. Yeah, so here is my part of my TVXQ collection. I would also say they're one of my ults. I did stan them when I was a teenager, and they were out and they were 5 members, but I was a kid, so I did not understand the whole dissolving of 5 members, and I was kind of bitter against Jingmin and Yuno until I was older enough to understand what happened. So I guess I'm more biased towards just the 2-member group. 20 was an absolute banger of an album. These are POBs, but like Max is like so good in POBs. I love him so bad. And these are some POBs as well, like also with his glasses. This sweater was Selling June from OnEuS also wore for a fan sign, and then this Jingmin you can't really see because of the filter, but he does look stubbly, which is my favorite. And also I just love this concept from 22 is so good. And I have a copy of Zone on the way from Bai. I think it's just coming with like a postcard inclusion, but I'm happy to have it. So here is what's left of my Stray Kids collection. I've supported them for quite a bit. I think the oldest album I had was I Am Who, but then I sold it and just kept a few cards that I liked. I love these unit cards from Ordinary. Honestly, K-pop albums at Target was putting me in danger. Stray Kids has not really hit for me. Since like La La La. Just hasn't really been for me. I guess I haven't really tuned in. But you know, hopefully they will. If you have a recommendation for a Stray Kids song that I should listen to, since like, I don't know, La 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 or more recently, do put it in the comments, because like, I don't want to dislike them, but you know, I don't even dislike them, it's just like, I love the music, how the music is sounding. VAV is also here, very briefly. Then we have Verivery, which I got into just around Liminality era, and then 2 weeks Minchan went on hiatus. I am so sorry if I repeat myself at all. My heating kicked on in the middle of filming this, but Round 3 Hole was like album of the year for me when it came out. Even though I knew nothing about the members. Loved listening to it, loved it. Debated going to their concert, decided not to, which I obviously regret now. I tuned in for Liminality for a hot 2 weeks, and then Minchan went on hiatus, and he's been there ever since. I don't know where this Kangmin card went. Kangmin. Sorry, buddy. And this was 2022. Because this is like when I started buying POBs, and I think it was more like, and you'll see some empty spaces here because I made a little collect book of Gaehyun and Youngsung, because they are my top 2 biases, but like I was kind of coping. I was missing on and off, and I think it was kind of my copium just to like have another group. But obviously tuned in for Liminality Dream, which, God, I hate this graffiti design so bad. But I did buy quite a few. I bought the album versions and the POBs, and they did go on their little Verivery tour in 2024, which I was able to see them, and I really enjoyed it. But I don't know what's happening with Verivery. They made their own song for Christmas, and it was just released on SoundCloud, and it's like, I am going to do terrible things to Jellyfish Entertainment because I just want to answer at the moment. And like Dongwon's gonna be back from the military within like 3 months, so yeah. But other groups that are in peril or have disbanded by now, Victon, Chan was my bias. I have a curse with biases, but you know, I don't know. It's just very interesting to be into K-pop where like some idols get kicked out of their groups for getting DUIs, and others just are famous enough to get a little slap on the wrist. Makes me salty, but he still did what he did, but I'm just keeping his cards. And also, if you try to sell anything, it does not move on Mercari or Instagram or anything. So it is really hard to sell things in K-pop these days. And yeah, that's it for Victon. And then I originally supported ONEUS a little bit for his solo debut, but his songs really are not for me. Like, he finally came back from the military and did another solo, but I don't know. If you like him, good for you. I'm happy just coexisting. And then to round this out, here is my X-Files collectible card collection. Because there you go in 9 pocket pages. God damn it. So, might as well show him off. Here's Crytek, my little baby. Yeah, he's my X-Files bias. I'm just kidding. I love everyone. That is my album binder tour. Oh god, this is not closing. That is my binder tour for 2024. That's everything that I own at this moment. Yeah, I do have a collect book for Gyehyun and Youngsung, but I'm selling this on a selfie stick, and that's not getting opened. But I don't know, might try and downsize. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I don't think I'll be making too many more K-pop videos in the future. Like, I am just a menace when I unbox things. I like don't have I'm not very fancy about it. And then I do have like more girl group stuff on the way. I've mostly given up on K-pop men. Not to be like mean about it, but yeah, like I have Eve's I Did album next to me. Just haven't figured out what inclusions to store because it's like a playing card set. I've got Yena's Nemo Nemo albums on the way eventually. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see where 2025 takes me in K-pop. But yeah, thank you so much again for tuning in. I appreciate it. Bye!